It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability—
It's an interesting way to put it. He's skinny.
Okay, he's a little skinny.
Thank you, Ernie. His shooting efficiency is a work in progress, but he has the length to impact all areas of the game.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I don't like the word skinny.
Slender.
There he is.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our very special guest to the broadcast tonight. The terrific, the legendary Kobe Bryant has put on a headset and placed himself in our broadcast position. Kobe, this is really terrific. Thank you for coming by.
No, I'm always happy to stop by.
So for the Lakers, their last game a win against the Nuggets in Denver. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Well, especially important on the ropes. Sinking those deep shots makes it hard for the other team to build momentum.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced, though, who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Tony Allen is my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going up against Tony Allen.
Monster, huh?
He was a man. Well, he didn't ask for any help ever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He's like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when you played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down with him, right? Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen, I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you and all these things. So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That'd have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner inside. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Collison looking around, got a piece of it. Fast break, the Lakers. Ball's running, and Ball slams it in.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
Collison, the pass to Turner. Ball against Collison. LeBron kicks to Ball. The shot's good. Ball's got his second basket.
Oh, step in the right direction. It's huge whenever Ball finds a way to capitalize from the mid-range.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Ball slams it in.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
I mean, look, I was going to say you're attacking on both ends, quickly going from defense to offense.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Throws it up high. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. Bogdanovich against LeBron. Shot to stop the run. Got a piece of it.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
LeBron passes the ball. Here's Hart. Passes it to LeBron. Over Bogdanovich. Again, Los Angeles. And Kobe, I know you'd spend a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How would your film study change from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I can watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that we're facing.
Not just the guy that's defending you?
No, not just the guy that's defending me.
All of it.
But all of it,
right?
How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? How do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? Start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the plane. Right, in between games. Right. So when I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by LeBron James. To the inside, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Collison against Ball. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
LeBron kicks to Ball. Pass to Hart. No one near James as he lets it go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Collison. Can they get it? Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The 4th spot held by the Lakers.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Turner finds Oladipo and misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Indiana moving the ball around. And finished off by Oladipo.
Oh, I love to see the unselfishness from Collison. Really whips the ball over to the open man quickly.
And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle is the biggest crock of garbage. It's just you and Michael. And I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. You remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that. Check. Well, wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they're playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait.
Interesting.
Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and said, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. Here's Hart. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, down to 5 on the shot clock. Hart. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Collison, the pass to Sabonis, and stolen by Kuzma. The finish, and Kuzma slams it in.
The quick instinct of Kuzma. He's going to know when to go after steals.
Pacers trail by 12. Collison kicks to Turner. Bogdanovich against James. On the wing, Turner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, and because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But they all kind of do the same thing, right? So when you watch the game, you know, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp,
right?
So you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
And here is LeBron. After Bojan Bogdanovic getting his shot to go from deep. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hart's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. Last game, 26 points. The shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Turner dishes to Oladipo. Shoots over ball. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Indiana. Oladipo outside. He kicks to Bogdanovic. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Bogdanovic is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2.
And he can't get the first one. And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches that teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system, the triangle, was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. But within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility, it was Michael's and Scotty's responsibility, to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but you know, when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens. When that happens, this happens. Right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident. right? They happen with intent.
Here's Bogdanovich. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Quinn with it. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
Now here's Beasley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Evans against Caldwell Pope. And it's blocked.
A 7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Caldwell Pope against Evans. Young in the corner. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beasley. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Pacers. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And seeing where Indiana is, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
Just 4 to shoot. And the wide-open shot from Evans. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Evans has got his first basket of the night. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. It's a 13-point game. Beasley with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Pass to Ingram. Evans with the steal. There's the dish to Joseph. Evans against Caldwell Pope. Back to Joseph. Launches it. Sinks the triple. Joseph's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Passes it to Ingram. Trying to end the drought. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Ingram's got 5 now.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Rondo against Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Evans. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Beasley is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Kobe, a lot of guys would keep written notebooks on team styles, individual players. Some do it mentally. What did you do?
I used to do that too at the start, and then I started kind of looking at the lineage of coaches and started figuring out that most of them come from the same coaching pedigree. Therefore, the defensive packages are pretty much the same.
So you studied coaches.
Well, yeah, because the defensive schematics are all the same. Like, if you look around now, how many Popovich disciples do you have?
A lot.
Right, so you're essentially playing against the same defensive strategy that you would see against a Popovich team. The same offensive philosophy that you see from a Popovich team. Right? So it's all consistent. It's all there.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Throw good. Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, and the versatility Evans gives this team is just tremendous. I mean, he's capable of playing multiple positions. He does so many things well.
Now here's Rondo, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Stevenson outside. Here's Zubac, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Pacers trail by 11. And Joseph kicks to McDermott. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. And Young, here we go. He feeds it to O'Quinn. Makes it off the glass.
Just not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
Rondo looking around. Stevenson against Young. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Young's shot is off.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
And Kobe, you think about that leadership role, challenging teammates, putting results above relationships. A lot of guys aren't comfortable with that scenario.
Yeah, most of those guys don't win, so that's that's fine. It's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, if you're comfortable in the moments of being uncomfortable, that will get you ultimately to being comfortable in June.
And it's Evans missing. Lakers leading by 9. Outside Rondo. Kicks to Ingram. Over McDermott. And that one's good. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
And the Pacers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Caldwell Pope. Well, some of the numbers NBA wingmen have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. LeBron James, second.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's true, but can they also fill it up from outside? This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor.
The first free throw is good. And Joseph drops them both. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Pass to Ingram from downtown, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. That's 10 points for Brandon Ingram. And the post-up, a big part of your offensive arsenal as well, Kobe. You were comfortable physically to do that. With your skill, it seems to be losing maybe some emphasis in today's game. What do you think?
Well, in the playoffs, you have to be able to post the ball up. You know, even if it's not on the block post, you still need the mid post.
More half court, more as a slow-down game?
Well, if you think about it, if you run screen rolls and isolations on the perimeter, defenses can simply stunt and get back to the shooter, right? If you have teams that are fast and long, that dribble penetration is not going to work because they can close down a lane and recover the shooters. But if you can mid-post or post, now the defense has to come down to get you. They have to come all the way down. They can't stunt and recover, right? So offensively, we're doing our team a service because now I'm freeing up shooters, right? So the posting up and the mid-post is a big key.
Here's Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LeBron James. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw missing.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Balls checked in for Rajon Rondo. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Oladipo comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Collison in for Joseph. He hits the second from the line. Here's Ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. To the paint. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. No good that time.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long-distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Slithering into the lane with such ease. I mean, when Ingram is aggressive, it forces the D to act.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
And Indiana making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pacers trail by 11. Outside Collison. Stevenson against Oladipo. Ingram with the steal. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram's length and activity paying off. Great transition defense to offense.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Teardrop shot. And he sinks the layup. Evans has got 9 points.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
James against Sabonis. LeBron passes to Ingram. That's tipped. The drive by LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Gotta like the edge James plays with. Phenomenal at it, taking it strong and picking up the foul.
For Los Angeles, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape it.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Evans outside. Oladipo outside. There's the pass to Sabonis. Stolen by Ball. A nice shot by LeBron. James has got 11 points.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Collison finds Oladipo. Back to Collison. Takes the 3, and Indiana, another 3.
The three-point shooting of Collison is huge. It really stretches out the floor for the rest of his teammates.
Pass to Hart, the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Indiana will go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Here's Hart. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Oladipo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Tuesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
You know, it's a bit of a soft spot in the schedule for them. And
2 shots.
You're being honest with yourself. I think they could use this. Haven't had the best results of late, and the best remedy for that is to take advantage of the schedule.
And that one misses.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Bogdanovich is checked in. Good on the second free throw. And the Pacers with possession here. Down by 12. Collison kicks to Oladipo. to the inside and stolen by James. Indiana again missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Pacers trail by 14. Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And Ball slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Collison. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. It's Oladipo on the wing. He's covered by Ball. 6 to shoot. From the wing.
A very active player. It's fantastic watching Ball work hard to disrupt his man's concentration.
Hart the pass to Ball. Passes it to Kuzma. Over Sabonis. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Ball. Kuzma's got 8 points.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Now, here's Sabonis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kuzma against Collison. Back to Sabonis. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee.
Michael Beasley.
On defense, the Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Oladipo. The teardrop falls in. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, the floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Ball up top. He's covered by Collison. It's taken away by Collison. Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And you know, Chris, you and Kobe both playing from the same era of the NBA. He was sharing his thoughts about current trends in the league. Do you feel it's different from when you and Kobe both played?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when you look now, I do think that the game has changed, but I just think that's great because the game has evolved. Great players have come before us. Great players come and try to get better after that. And I think right now what you see is the accumulation of some great players and then young players studying the game and taking it to a new level. So can't wait to see where the game goes.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
That one is off. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Ball. Indiana also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Turner. McDermott comes in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Good on the second free throw. Lakers leading by 15. Rondo finds Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Rondo's shot is off. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. It's stolen by Rondo. Down low. Pacers with the rebound.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Joseph, that's good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
To the wing right side. Los Angeles with another miss. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Brandon Ingram. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, what did you think about Indiana?
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so in the game for the Pacers, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanović in at the 3. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Kuzma.
And when Kuzma is motivated on defense, it helps big time. He needs to be more consistent on this end, though.
Hart kicks to James. Charity stripe shot. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here's Ball. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. It's Oladipo on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark.
3rd straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
Kuzma, he gets that one. Kuzma's got 12.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Collison kicks to Turner. Oh, Turner in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Collison. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Now here is McGee. Here's LeBron. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game, let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player, and being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor, because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to, because I tell you what, now you got a problem, because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
McGee trying to break free. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
The Pacers making a change here. Young's checked in. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Victor Oladipo, 4th.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Collison. 5 to shoot. It's Oladipo on the wing. Over Hart. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Bogdanovich passes to Oladipo. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Oladipo's got 12 in the game. Los Angeles leading by 17. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Inside, Ball. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Collison dishes to Turner. Bogdanovich against James. Right side, Turner. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Hart. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Indiana. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Well, give the coach a little credit. It's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
Now here's Collison. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
So it's the Pacers now. And Young, here we go. The kick out to Collison. 5 on the clock. And the pass to Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Turner's got his first basket. This Laker team led by LeBron didn't need a lot of time to adjust to one another. Greg, a great start to the season for them.
You would think with all the youth and the vets, they would need some time to gel. Team has got off to a hot start, though, and their focus has been terrific. Not a surprise LeBron has everyone falling in line.
Here's Oladipo following the basket by LeBron James with the shot. And again, it's Indiana.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Lakers leading by 19 points. On the wing, James. Over Evans. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the middle, stolen by McGee. To the paint. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for Indiana. He kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Evans. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Superb focus from the veteran swing man. Evans is great at maintaining his concentration on the way up.
Tyreke Evans can be a handful, Chris, on the offense when he plays to his strengths.
Well, you like Evans to play aggressively with the ball in his hand. He can bully his way to the hoop at will. He draws so much attention and is a fantastic passer out of a jam.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Beasley comes in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Tyreke Evans. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre. Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day. But Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans when we see him on the court. How about Embiid, Mr. Personality on social media? You love it. And how about Jaylen Brown with his wise ways on the chessboard, the most interesting basketball player in the world. So all of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch from the game.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Joseph finds Evans over Stevenson, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 20. James looking it over. Knocks it loose. Up again. It's good on the putback.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Joseph. 8 points for him. O'Quinn, the pass to Evans. With the teardrop. Yep, it counts. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Ingram kicks to James. Rondo. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Pacers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Beasley against Evans. Over Beasley. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
A little shot fake there got the D out of position. LeBron's got 13 points in the second half. Evans against Stevenson. Nice shot by Evans. Evans has got 16 points.
Remarkable concentration from Evans. I mean, listen, when he's near the rim, he's good at staying focused on the task at hand.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. The feed to Evans. In the corner, it's McDermott. And the three off target.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Young. Softly drops in the floater. He's got 5.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Outside Rondo. Kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it. Good defensive work there by Young.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses. Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. Over Young. And the Lakers with another miss. Pacers trail by 21. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And he sinks the second. The Lakers with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Now, here's Kuzma. 12 points for him. And it's Ingram missing. Joseph against Rondo. Now, here's Joseph. He's covered closely, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. He hits the second from the line. 1:35 left in the third. Down low, here's Beasley, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Beasley's got 7 points for the quarter. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Evans. Over Caldwell Pope. Indiana again missing. Lakers leading by 21. Out to Ingram from the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Ingram spotting up and showing that touch made him the second overall pick in 2016.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. McDermott dishes to O'Quinn. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. And that one, good.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Kuzma. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Evans feeling it out a bit, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Indiana, they have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the Lakers making a change here. Hart's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Oladipo in for Joseph. And the second free throw, good. And the Lakers have possession. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rondo passes to Kuzma. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Hart kicks to Rondo. Over Oladipo. The shot by Rondo is no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers leading by 21. We've got Caldwell Pope. Beasley is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Hart in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Here's Beasley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. But Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strength and their weaknesses, You need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
Now, here's Sabonis. And stolen by Kuzma. They're running. Outside Rondo. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Covered by Evans. And O'Quinn sends it back. Oladipo outside. Beasley with the rebound. Lakers leading by 23. Hart the pass to Rondo, and that one good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Pass to O'Quinn. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy. I can trust it that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be all over the floor to do it. But, you know, besides the fact that there's longer threes taken, or besides the fact that there's more small lineups, I still think it's a feat to be respected, even though we're seeing an increase in them now.
Here's Caldwell Pope, drops in the breakaway layup.
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ball's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Indiana also making some changes. Turner comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Collison in for Evans. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Stolen by Ball. Kuzma passes to Caldwell Pope. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuzma. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
First one falls for him.
You rarely see a player enter the NBA as polished as Kyle Kuzma did. I mean, he goes beyond the numbers. He simply looked like a 5-year vet from the get-go. He has the makings to be a pretty good player with the start he had.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Beasley. And it's Wagner in for Hart. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And Chris, for Kuzma, he has said he is striving to be one of the greats.
Well, Kuzma is a very versatile scorer and plays like a star already. Now, look, he's great with his jump hook or in any ISO situation. He's already exceeded the expectations, but hopes to do even more in the near future. But I would caution you, your sophomore year, everyone has scouted you and they know your game. Just be ready.
Pass to Wagner. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Collison. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Oh, and the floater is such a delicate shot. Collison is very good at knowing when to attempt that shot.
Holiday against Ball to the middle. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Leafs got the ball. Collison with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. C-Web, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. You just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
Here's Collison after the basket by the Lakers. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Indiana moving the ball around. Kept alive by Indiana. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Los Angeles. Joseph, he's checked in for the Pacers. The pass to Stevenson. Here's Wagner. Launches a three. Joseph with the rebound. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Web, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over, along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaq in the pool, get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Two.
That's good from Ball. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
Now here's Collison. Turner looking around. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring, with a good reason.
Pass to LeBron. A beautiful reverse layup. LeBron's got 15 points in just the second half.
Now, whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. It's been a fantastic evening for him.
A leaner, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. LA's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Webb, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed.
Nabbing another steal.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Collison finds Oladipo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Oladipo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
James against Bogdanovich. James outside, and James throws it down.
I like the intensity from James, using his speed to knife toward the rim.
And so Collison will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Young outside, looking for Oladipo. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Stevenson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. LeBron against Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. James misses. And Indiana shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Bogdanovich, no luck.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Bogdanovich against LeBron. Out to Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Collison against Ball. Pass to Young to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. Not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Compared to when you were playing, C-Webb, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. It's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. And here is Joseph. He kicks it to Oladipo. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Oladipo's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
That's good from Young. And the Lakers making a change here. Ball's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. O'Quinn's checked in. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
Like right here, you have to value each possession, especially when you're behind.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Pacers with the rebound.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan, 11 steals, remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. Oladipo outside. From deep three-point range, missed. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with your team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.